Alright, well, we're still making bread, and we're at about 45 minutes into the process. So what we're going to do now is we're going to take the thing off. You can see that's already doubled in size, but I don't like to leave it at that. That's why I go for the 90 minutes. Get some of the dough crap off of here. I should have done this off camera. It's harder to do with one hand. Alright, yeah, it's clean enough, whatever. It's just me eating it. Put the dough hook back on, punch it down in there, lock it in place, turn it on, kick it up. Not a lot of people do this with the double kneading. I'm making my own bread every week for about a year now, and I do. I think it improves the texture. What are you doing sticking to the bowl? Hoodlum. Alright, lovely. Alright, we're about 20 minutes before the end of our 90 minutes. So we're gonna kick on said oven. Bake temperature. We're gonna go a little high on this. Please excuse my filthy ass oven. I have a dirty ass kitchen and I only clean the bits that I need to have clean. Okay, to make bread, I don't have a bread stone. So what I use is an upside down cast iron skillet. And then on top of it, after I dust it off, because I just made bread last week and I didn't clean this, was I just use an aluminum, you know, friggin' cookie sheet, and that cast iron skillet underneath it will keep this as a heat sink in the center of the stove, or center of the oven, and it'll stay hot and it'll allow the bread to cook from underneath. So, sweet. I'll see you again in 18 minutes-ish. Alright, well, the oven's hot, and let's take a look at the bread. Oh my god. Far more than doubled in size. You saw how small that thing was. No, it's big. It's really big. Alright, so what we gonna do with it? What we gonna do? Mr. Troll Prepper, what we gonna do? Well, we're gonna clean off an area here. Clean that hook up. I'll get done with this. Alright, so I'm gonna lay a little bit of the flour powder out on my counter. I'm gonna loosen the bowl. Look at that thing. Just shaking it like that. It's already, it's like, alright. Anyway, we just dump it out on the counter. Nice. And look, that's pretty easy to clean. Fantastic. Alright, I'm gonna stick this up on the wall. And yeah, that's about right, isn't it? Can you see me? I don't know if you can see me. I'm gonna look at it. I'll be right back. Alright, well, I looked at it. It looks like you can see me. So I need to cover my hands with the flour. And so just take a little bit. put it on my hands and do it over the bread so you kind of flour the top of the bread dough. And then just kind of roll it back and forth a little bit. I don't try to do more kneading. That thing was kneady enough. It's like an ex-wife, that thing. Just kneaded the shit out of all the crap I had to get. So anyway, alright, so what I do is I've got these tiles here, which makes it really convenient because what I want to do is I want to put this into 8 equal sized pieces. So I just roll out one long tube like this. And then I flatten the ends up on a line. And now those about 4 inches. So you know, maybe 4 1/4. That's about right. 4 1/4. Anyway, it doesn't much matter. But you're looking for about 16 to 17 inches in overall length here. And that seems to be about right for the 3-cup recipe that I just provided to you. So anyway, what I'm kind of do at this point is just kind of even out the dough. Somebody's at the door. Be right back. Sorry about that. Living in a pretty good neighborhood, and as a result, you get a lot of people coming to the door asking for money for various things. So, all right. Cut this into 8 equal bits. Usually go with the 4ths first, because that's where the knife lines up. I just cut those in half. Alright, then take a little ball of dough. What we're doing with the ball of dough? I'm going to stretch it into a smaller ball. I'm making a piece of pita bread with it. So just kind of keep rolling it under, right, until you got a smooth surface on the top. And then underneath, you just kind of keep tucking it. So all the ends kind of just come together, right? And then you take a little bit of flour. You don't have to do a bunch, that's plenty. And spread it out. And all you're doing here is creating a staging area for your dough balls. Alright, so let's continue. Perfect. Squeeze the air out of it a bit. I hope we dance tonight before we get it wrong. And just roll it in on itself. Now, you want to resprinkle the counter, because what we're going to be doing is rolling it out. Now, I don't own a rolling pin. So, what do you do if you don't own a rolling pin? I'll show you. Pretty cool. This. Like mixed drinkers understand this. You know what it is? This is a stainless steel mixed drink, martini shaker, right? So anyway, I use it as a rolling pin. I eat more bread than I drink mixed drinks. Though I do like the occasional martini, I must say. Anyway, we're gonna do 2 of these. We're gonna pop 2 of them in the oven, and we're gonna pull 2 of them out of the oven on this video. Considerable amounts of editing, so you don't have to sit through the entire process. In the oven, it's 3 minutes on one side and a half a minute on the other. And you saw before that I set the oven to 480 degrees. The reason I did that on my oven is the thermometer's a bit off. Okay. So all that makes it pita bread, really, is yeast bread that you basically make a tortilla with. And this way pita bread's been made thousands of years, although I may be the first one to use a martini shaker to make pita bread, because, I'm not an Arab, and, Maybe. It may have been somebody else. I haven't seen anybody else on YouTube making pita bread with a martini shaker. Turn the light on. Oven open. Pita bread. I'm doing this one-handed, so if I totally screw it all up, it's a little folded. Not bad. Never done this one-handed before. Yeah, that'll work. Okay, lights on. Timer set, 3 minutes. All right, there we go. About a minute and a half. And look at that, they're already starting to poof up. Look at that one, that one's looking like a blowfish. That one's not quite as much. All right, the timer just went off. See, it says end. All right, now we pop this crap open and we just grab it with our hands and we just flip it over. Nice. Bread is done. Couple of fresh pitas. Yummy. Nice. Close the oven. Look at that. Now it's screaming hot. You don't want to push down while your hand's near it because it's 480 degrees in there or whatever the temperature actually is. So time for the next two. Awesome. Okay, the last ones are in. The rest of them are up here. I'm gonna spread them out on the counter here in a minute, but 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It'll bark at us. Okay, well, the one on the right poofed up this time. Oh shit, that's hot. And this one did not as much, about half poofed. Timer on, timer set, 30 seconds. Okay, so we got 30 seconds to go until we're done. Pick up in a second. All right, here we go. Now that one's the one that just came out of the oven. So yeah, like I said before, you don't want to squish it with your hand. There's some screaming hot air comes screaming out at you. All right. There you go. There's a week's worth of bread off of 3 cups of bread. 3 cups, that's it. That's all I used. You know, that's not a week's worth of food, it's a week's worth of bread for one fella. Now if you got a family, it's gonna take longer. I'm sorry, it's gonna take a week to get rid of this, but you know, when I go visit my folks, or if I make this over at my sister's house, yeah, it goes away in a hurry. That's how I squish the air out, by the way. Give it a little weight from the other pitas. Those pitas don't mind being hot. Hell, they've been there before, right? Alright, so we let these things cool, and then we eat them. I do all kinds of things with them. I'll make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich with one of these. I don't care. You know, you just slit it open, or you just rip it in half, and then you know, you've got half a pocket on one side and one half on the other. Now, some of these didn't pocket up properly. You can still dip it and stuff. And that's what I'm gonna do tonight. I'm gonna have chili. I got a whole bunch of chili in the pantry here. So I'm gonna have chili tonight. And I'm gonna have it with fresh bread. Nothing makes the heart sing like fresh bread. I'm telling you, man. If you haven't eaten fresh bread because your mama never made it for you, or your dad never made it for you, or you've never made it for yourself, I highly recommend you give it a shot, because this is something you can do without an oven. You can do this outside. You can put this in one of those solar ovens. You can do this in a stone hearth wood-fired oven, and hell, you can do it on a barbecue, but with a Dutch oven. You can do it outside of a barbecue on a Dutch oven, as Low Bug Prepper showed you. Anyway, it's good stuff. Just fun. That's all it is. It's nothing more at this point. I hope it never is. So, peace. Troll Pepper out. Next up, I think I'll do bagels. Yeah, see ya.